2021, a sad year for the VW Golf. Time to say goodbye. But don't fear, the Golf GTI is back for an 8th generation. When it first showed up in 1983, it only had 90 horsepower and it had a manual 5-speed transmission. Now it's back in this 8th generation. It's fun to drive and it's the hot hatch we know and love. The new GTI is 2.5 times more powerful than the original. That has changed. What has remained the same is the excitement of being behind the wheel.
I have to say, it really comes down to the handling in this car. Put your foot down. It's a GTI. It sounds good. It drives extremely well. And it does embody something you hear from a lot of automakers, but is so true in this vehicle: fun to drive.
Driving should not be about the drudge of getting from A to B. It should be fun.
This new Golf GTI, 241 horsepower. It's always been the king of the Golf family, and now it's really the only member of the Golf family next to the R. It's a fun to drive vehicle, and this is why people have hot hatches, because it's this sort of accelerated fun driving dynamics on canyons and twisty roads that makes it the choice for people. Plus, it's an everyday driver.
There is a standing joke when mentioning VW that their colour palette is 50 shades of grey.
Now, the Germans have exploded with colour. Their vehicles used to be 50 shades of grey and black on the inside, and it's gone from bright colours on the outside to brighter accents on the inside.
The exterior of the GTI has always been distinctive. Up front, the GTI design is very distinguished. Its own logo. Cool LEDs that are the fog lights. It has red accents as well as the honeycomb grille. You can't miss it. The red pinstripe is more evident on the non-red colour vehicles. The GTI S model comes with LED headlights as standard, with daytime running lights and 5 eye-catching LEDs in each side of the bumper that create X-shaped fog lights.
The centre stack got really cool on the inside of the GTI, and there is even carpeted pockets in the door.
The original GTI did not even have a screen.
Now, there is a 10.25-inch digital cockpit and an 8.25-inch infotainment screen as standard on the GTI. You can upgrade to a 10-inch infotainment screen. It's all become electronic inside these vehicles, and that's great because the options are there to upgrade those. You get the possibility of a heads-up display.
While 95% of new car buyers are asking for Bluetooth technology in their cars, less than 2% are asking for manual transmissions. But the Golf GTI is an exception.
Here's the really cool thing about the GTI. In America, we're going to get a 6-speed manual and a 7-speed DSG. Now, this is the only country that's going to get both. Now, there's this debate that always goes on about manual and automatic. But in America, 40% of the people that buy the GTI will take the manual, which really shows a passion for driving.
If you need a little more car...
Now, for those that really do love the GTI but want a little more, VW do have a Golf R, which is really for the hardcore enthusiast that loves the hot hatch.
The Golf GTI is already available.
Volkswagen have kept the pricing simple of the GTI, starting at just under $30,000. It has 3 different trim levels, from the S to the SE to the Autobahn, which tops out around $38,795.
I'm Nick Miles.